Hi and welcome to another episode of Pavvo's Play-by-Play, where I take you through a different iOS game every session. Okay, for today we're going to be reviewing Men at Arms by Inert. It is a simple tower defense game, but it has a lot of customization behind it. Okay, so let's dive straight into that. But for those of you not familiar with the tower defense genre, I'm going to show you a very simple basic gameplay of tower defense, and then we'll come back and go into what makes this game so different. Okay, for those of you who have never played a tower defense game before, what happens is you'll have enemy troops coming in from the top of the screen, making their way around this long road until they get to your base, which is at the right side of the screen in this instance. Along the way, you can build towers to hinder or stop these troops from advancing. Okay, so I'll give you a quick example. I'll build a barracks here and possibly a archer encampment here. Okay, all these different building types cost money, it's in the top right of the screen, and you accumulate this by killing enemy troops that come towards the bottom. I'll just fast forward the gameplay so you get a whole idea, because this is pretty much typical of all tower defense games that are out there on the iStore. What's different is how you are able to customize your troops before you actually play the game, and I thought that was really cool. Throughout the game you can upgrade your buildings by tapping on them, and they'll give you a list of options of what you want to upgrade to. Of course, the more advanced building have got special abilities. You also get spells, which you can see at the bottom of the screen, which allows you to summon additional troops or deal instant damage. Throughout the game, you also get little chests. Now these give you gems. They're not used in the game, but they are used sort of after the games. During the game, you also have the chance to earn random cards, like the one that just popped up. How you use the cards will be explained later on in this video. The game also features a lot of different types of enemy creatures, so you're not just limited to your standard monsters coming out from the top of the screen. You have flyers, you have troops that speed past your defenses, you've got ranged troops. So your buildings and the spells that you use, you have to vary them from game to game. So that's a brief overview of how tower defense game work in Men at Arms. Okay, what's really cool about Men at Arms is that before every game, you have the ability to customize the type of towers that you're going to bring into the game, sort of like a little deck building game outside of the main game. Okay, your deck or your defensive deck has a limit as to the number of points you can put into it. As you can see, at the right side, you'll see it says 20 cards, 1086 points, 14 points available. This means that I can squeeze in another 14 points into my deck if I wanted to. Okay, each card, if I just tap on the card right now, okay, each card has a cost, which is the green circle you see on the right side. Okay, that's how much it costs to put that card into your deck. The gold cost at the top left is how much it costs to build that card onto the battlefield. So typically you want to have level 1 cards, level 2 cards, level 3 cards, and level 4 cards of each particular building. You earn cards along the way, like you saw earlier in the game, where randomly they'll pop up, and every time if you finish a particular new mission, they'll give you a bunch of new cards. And you can mix and match those cards. Let's say if I don't want to have my dragon cannon, which you saw in the game earlier, I could take that out and I replace it with another level 4 tri cannon. This will decrease the number of points that I have available to spend. You not only put in towers, but you can also put in spells. Now these spells, as you saw when I was playing, which allow you to create new troops, summon immediate reinforcements, or just rain fire on the enemy. So there are, as far as I know, about 4 or 5 different spells. There might be more. I haven't fully unlocked all the cards yet. At the same time, you could also include passive effects like this red card. This one gives me an additional 26% extra cash for every monster I kill. Okay, all cards also have a little special ability within them. Okay, like this one costs 95% less to put into your deck, whereas my level 4 barracks, you see it costs 90% less to build in game, 90% less to put into your deck, and it deals 105% more damage. Well, there are tons of cards you can collect in this game, and you can increase the size of your deck by spending gems, which is in the top right corner of your screen, and that is one of the IAP present in this game. However, I did not feel that much of a hindrance because you do earn these gems as you play, and I don't think there's need to actually buy more. Another way to get more cards is through the Magic Mansion. If you see at the bottom of the screen, Mike's Magic Mansion. What this does is you can combine different cards, and this will give you a brand new card. So let's say I picked up the I picked up the level 1 barracks early in the game. I don't need that. I could also destroy a, let's see, what can I destroy? I could get rid of this Quick Blade. Okay, and when you hit combine, they'll combine those two cards and they'll give you a brand new card which you can use in your deck. You can also earn gems by selling off cards at the store. Okay, this will allow you to sell your cards, okay, for the gem cost in the top right corner of the screen, and you could use those gems to then increase the size of your deck. Very customizable tower defense game with a little bit of deck building game built in. Now the multiplayer aspect of this game is also very interesting. There are two ways to play multiplayer. One is actively and the other one is passively. To passively play multiplayer, you build an offensive deck. Okay. By putting in monster cards, you get these cards throughout the course of the game as well. And there's no way to actually buy more of these cards, but you always get them. Okay. And once you've built an offensive deck, the deck will be uploaded. Okay, and anybody in the world can go on and play against your deck. If you want to play against another person's deck, there are a couple of ways to do that. Firstly, if you just want to go on and fight a random opponent, you could just go to any map available and tap on Defend Online. Okay, this will give you a random opponent and you get to play against their offensive deck. Okay. Or if you have friends online and it's linked through Game Center, you could go to Ben's Battleground and you could play against your Game Center friends. Okay. And any games that you play or any games that other people play against your offensive deck will be recorded in the battle log here, and then you can replay it. Another thing that I really like about this is the ability to build your own area and upload it to the internet, and people could go and play in your own customized area. There's also achievements which give you more gems. Overall, this is an awesome tower defense game, something that really breaks the genre of tower defense, and I've been playing it a lot lately, and I think it's a very good mesh of two very familiar genres, tower defense and deck building, and I highly recommend that you download it. Man at Arms by Inert is available in the iTunes App Store for iPad only. It's at $4.99, and I will put a link to the iTunes Store at the bottom of this video. Thank you very much for watching another episode of Pavvo's Play by Play, and this has been Man at Arms by Inert.